come join in. We're here in Oxnard. This is so awesome. Saturday, and we're here with Doss Williams, and he's running for our local governor, right?
State Assembly.
State Assemblyman. And this is so exciting. We have people coming in. We're going to be on a 4 to 5 hour walk. And we're going to share this with the neighborhood. And I'm with the Audrey Johnson Show, Text with Your Voice. Why don't you share with us, Doss? This is exciting for me to be part of something here in Oxnard, because we're really looking for kickstarting Oxnard, supporting you and letting everybody know what's going on. So tell us a little bit about who you are and how you got started and how long you've been in the political campaign, Democratic, right?
Yes. Well, I grew up in the area. I lived in every little town in Ventura, Western Ventura County and Southern Santa Barbara County. So Ventura, Cosita Springs, Ojai, Oxnard, Santa Barbara, Carpinteria, and especially Isla Vista, which you're very familiar with. And you know, I grew up in poverty. Local kid. I was one of those kids that would be dumpster diving at the end of the year in Isla Vista to, you know, make ends meet. And I got a sense at an early age, like a lot of young brown men do, that there's a lot of injustice in the world, and usually how a lot of people handle that is by being angry, and I was angry. But I tried to channel that into a positive thing, into political change, into trying to make sure that wrong people didn't have the political power. So I worked in over 26 elections.
Wow.
I've been working in politics since I was 17, and I'm now 35. So you know, a decent amount of time. I also got involved 10 years ago in a group here in town called Cause. And Cause is an organization that seeks to cultivate real neighborhood and local leadership, and get people to take power over their own communities. And so that's a great thing. So you know, I guess you could say I've been an activist a lot longer than I've been an elected official. And we've worked on things like the living wage efforts. We worked to stop the LNG facility off our coast, and to try to clean up Halico, the metal smelting facility down at the beach. Expand alternative transportation in Oxnard and Ventura, because we really feel strongly that you know, what has been accomplished in Santa Barbara. You know, if in the neighborhood that he lives in, wants to take a bus downtown, he can, during commute hours, he can walk out, not even look at a schedule. Within 10 minutes, there's going to be a bus heading downtown. Even though Oxnard and Ventura collectively have more of a population than Southern Santa Barbara County, that's not possible either, and it's because people, decision makers, haven't made the right kind of investment in alternative transportation. My work with Cause also got me eventually to run, because the one place that wouldn't pass a living wage law was Santa Barbara. Wow. So Ventura passed one, Oxnard passed one, Ventura County passed one, but then Santa Barbara wouldn't. And I said, well, if you won't pass it, then I'm going to get elected to the city council and pass it. And we weren't supposed to win. We didn't have the endorsements of the right people, but we went out there and we walked door to door, and we did that so much that people saw the interaction, they saw what we were about, they saw our message, and even though we were dismissed as going to lose, we won, and that was 8 years ago. So I'm now the senior most city council member on the Santa Barbara City Council. Of all the strange things, not in age, but in tenure, and how long I've been there. We've got a lot at stake right now in state politics. You know, there's this summer that's slated to have 50,000 teachers laid off in the state, and there's communities like Oxnard that are getting a disproportionate amount of that impact. where class sizes have gone from the low 20s to the mid 30s, and some occasional schools that I've even heard are in danger of going into the low 40s, and that is just wrong. I mean, that we are reacting to this crisis by taking the most out of the schools is short-sighted. You know, the chancellor of UCSB was on the radio this morning, and he said a lot of things that I disagree with, but he said one thing that I agree with, that investment, that, you know, we spend so much on prisons, right, as a state. We could make the best prisons, we could have the best prison system in the world, but that's not going to help us competitively. It's not going to help our economy. That's not going to help our people. But having the best schools in the world, that does help not only our people, but helps our economy and helps our competitiveness as a community. And so I think that's really what this campaign is all about. No other campaign in this election has stressed the need to protect public education like we have, and none have made the commitment to, no matter what, to vote against a cuts-only budget. So I want you to get out there, a cuts-only budget in this. Last year, the second of the two budgets that were approved had no new revenue. It was all cuts out of public education, public health, and other things. So, and the one time you have real leverage as a legislator is when at budget time, when you need a large vote to get through a budget. And even though the Democrats like to blame it all on the Republicans, only 3 Democrats voted against that budget last year. And so I think we need to have a little bit more willingness to have a local Democrat stand up and be willing to fight for that. So again, I really just thank you all for being here and for getting out the message, because that's what we're going to need to do. These neighborhoods in Oxnard, they don't know me as well yet, and so you're going to be the ambassadors that help. I think we also need you to really do a good job of identifying the people that I need to talk to a second time, because I go through those lists, and anybody that you want me to talk to, I give a phone call to, and we're doing a great effort. Thus far, we've talked to just short of 9,000 people in this campaign. We have about 30,000 people total that we need to talk to. So we're well on our way. We've got 40 days left to do it, and I really want to thank you guys for doing it.
Well, thank you so much. You guys heard him, and we're all going to vote for him. Look on YouTube, and you will see him. Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to turn it over to Melissa. She's